fan? Oh,
Not a big bloop fan.
I haven't had bloobs in forever.
I keep hearing lube, and I know that's not what you're saying.
Nope.
Are we talking about blueberries?
Yeah, blue. Specifically, what is it? The
Red's Blueberry Ale, or
Okay.
as myself, Griffin,
I haven't
my
tried that
fiance,
yet.
and a group of us refer to them as bloobs because
I like
they're
that.
fantastic.
That's very interesting.
fine.
We've been live for a little while.
Well, there we go.
Apparently, we got a low barrier for interesting. Excellent.
Oh yeah, no, it's yeah. Have you seen this show? I'm just
Yeah. Have you...
there are no rails.
Yeah, no,
No.
there are no rails
No.
here.
Especially since Jack isn't here.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
We're going.
Yeah,
we
we're
don't
not getting
need
reined in.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah,
The clock is loose.
the most extreme reining in that happens is when two characters yell at another character for climbing a wall and trying to hang on the chandelier.
I believe the word is climbing a wall again.
I was
It was
helping.
more like climbing a wall at a funeral.
Yes, it was specifically
I
at a
was upset
funeral.
about the funeral part.
It was
Like, wait, just wait.
It was only an important state funeral for a bunch of really important dwarves. It's fine.
Some war veterans who
noticed.
you sent to war.
Details.
We had fun.
I need to mute the stream.
Are we here?
Yes.
Oh yes, you
Yeah.
should do that.
Oh yeah. So yeah, we've been live for like 2
Hey,
minutes.
Shogun,
Like
Yes.
a hot
Oh, okay.
minute.
just so
Great.
you know, you spelled Zach wrong in my little in my handle.
That guy,
there.
Zach Rob.
Did I?
Oh
Yeah, you
no.
spelled
Yeah,
it with an H
he
and
is
not a
the
K.
other Zach.
I went to Twitter to try and get the right one. I guess I messed that
Oof.
one up.
It's not. It's
What-
Zach, not Zach.
Not or Zach.
Zach. Yeah, that's good.
Well, I mean that's what you get for being late.
Yeah.
Oh.
Here we are.
Truth comes out.
All right, so what we're gonna do real fast is the introductions of who each of you are and what character you're playing. But actually, Chase and Zach, if you want to hold off on your character and just introduce yourselves,
Yes.
Sounds good.
we'll introduce your characters in a minute. All right. Hey, Onisaba-chan.
I'm first?
Yes, you're first.
I'm first this time. Okay. Hi, guys. I'm a Win. I almost said half elf. The dwarven cleric. It would be
Those are
funny
different.
after suddenly I'm a half elf. Just for today. Yeah. That's all I have to say this time.
All right, Zach, you're up.
Oh, okay. I'm here. Hi, everyone. My name is Zach Robb. Chase, I'll let you do the one that you are in charge of, and I'll do. I am one half of Zach and Griffin's Multiversal Pet Shop, a podcast where we talk about the validity of having certain mythical creatures as pets. And I do it with my dear old friend Griffin Cold Iron, who's a part of another show that Chase will talk about in a little bit.
After this, I expect mimics at some point.
Yeah.
Oh, clearly, of course.
All right, Chase.
All right. And that'll take it to me. My name is Chase Greenlee. I am the GM and host of Another Path, a theatrical tabletop role-playing adventure. Also starring Zach Robb here, as well as his co-host on Zach and Griffin's Multiversal Pet Shop, Griffin. Also, as well as our dear friend, Ryan, who all four of us have been on Mimic Nights in another capacity at another point.
All at once.
All at once.
Yeah.
All at once. I also am the producer and occasionally vocal host on Shakespeare, a literal roundtable Shakespeare discussion podcast, where we literally sit around my kitchen table and get drunk and talk about Shakespeare. Oh, hey, look at that. Look at that wonderful dice tray branded with Another Path. Hopefully more of which will be available soon. Maybe. We'll see.
All right, it's your turn.
All right, I am Metz Girl over on the Twitters and in the Discords, and tonight I will be playing Denise, the half-elf druid, poison ivy-esque character.
Ooh.
And Than.
What's up, guys? I'm Dan Rand, everywhere on the internet. I'm a Twitch streamer and shitposter on Twitter. And tonight I will be playing Kronk, the half-orc barbarian who likes to smash and also ponder the cosmos.
It's good to have hobbies.
Yes. It's good
It's a new one. I'm trying it on.
Fair.
All right. And so I think what we're probably going to do is just recollect the party at the Mimic Knight Castle. Is that good? Because I don't remember where you were 2 weeks ago. I don't remember anything.
It's okay.
I think
I watched half the stream again.
Yeah. I didn't have time. I was at work. Okay.
Well-
So the plan, I believe, was to go up to the mountain and explore. Is that correct?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh yeah, because we can't go to the thing without Jack.
Yes.
No,
yeah.
we were going to the mountain to explore. Come on.
Oh, we're gonna go to the tower. Okay.
Yes. Lucian is busy right now. Probably, I would imagine, attempting to contact his mother in some way, but we'll confirm that with him later. Well, no, to be fair, she is like a
I thought
major
you meant-
demon, so it is a bit of a big deal to try and talk to her.
I thought you meant Cap Jack was, and I was like, really? You didn't say anything about that to me.
No. The
It's like
character.
IRL. Oh gosh.
All right.
Sorry.
So, will you be taking the carriage?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there's not a place to
Are we gonna
transport you.
meet these guys or what? Or
You
is it
don't
just the
know
three of us
about their
right now?
existence.
What
Oh,
guys?
Don't worry.
okay.
What guys is
Got
she
it.
talking about? I don't
Okay,
understand.
I'm sorry. I didn't
You're good.
realize. I thought we were all meeting at the castle, and we were just going. That's why I was like really confused.
It's all good.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking.
You're all right. There's your brand new fleshly polished and shined
Ooh.
carriage.
Oh my.
We got it some new skin. Remember when I said I wasn't gonna talk? I lied.
Our fleshly polished carriage, yes.
Go on. I'm so sorry.
The gold covered carriage, the porcelain horses, literal porcelain as they are mimics, so they don't have to actually be made of actual things that a horse should be made of. They are literally like porcelain, like a very, very similar, but a lot nicer to like a merry-go-round.
So
Porcelain.
that's why it's being fleshly polished, because they're not actual horses, so we're trying to make them look more flesh-like. There we go.
Porcelain. I heard that.
Porcelain. Thank you. I was hoping somebody would pick up.
I got you.
Okay, well, that's the show.
It was nice being on. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night.
Good night, everybody.
Get off a few good horse jokes, some flesh jokes.
There is
That's all we
a
need.
baby blue one, a slightly gray one, a light purple one, and a white one.
I'm on that one.
Which one?
The purple one.
The purple one, yes.
It
So
might be
you are-
Here's
biggest
my
one.
horse.
Are riding on it as the carriage
I'm on top of the
begins
carriage.
to. Why?
Well, they're riding the horses. I would be alone if I was in the carriage. But I don't want to ride a horse because I'm small.
You have a-
and not a small
But
one.
that means you're leaving the butler mimic alone in the
He
carriage.
can ride with me.
I'll hang out with the butler. Go have your fun, ladies.
No, it's fine. We'll all have fun together. He could just like meld into the top of it, and he won't go anywhere, right?
I mean,
This is taking a very early turn.
Did we mention there's no
Welcome.
rails? We don't do rails.
No.
You've turned the rails into horseland.
They crack under the pressure.
Okay, so at that mountain, we're just gonna skip to at the mountain.
He just gave up on the whole riding in the
Wow, you
carriage
guys remember
scene.
that was such a great journey you guys just went on, right?
boy,
That's my favorite part, riding in the carriage.
Yeah, Win and Denise probably swallowed a few bugs on the way.
On purpose.
Of course.
Not enough protein in my diet, I guess.
You good there, kid?
I'm good. Just keep going. I'm still listening.
she'll catch up. It's good.
And at the base of the mountain is a sparse little forest, primarily evergreen trees that continue up the mountain, and you can see up higher up that as it gets snowy, there's still trees up there, although it's slightly more barren. And you can proceed however you would like.
Okay.
Do you guys want to skip, or do you just want to walk?
Well, I'm always for skipping. Crunk, you want to skip with us?
What if Crunk goes in the middle, and then like whenever he skips, he like lifts us up a little bit, and so we're basically just jumping.
I can do that.
Yay!
Ah!
So
Yes.
okay, we're gonna go bounding through the forest and look for adventure.
I'm going to run as fast as I can while we do this.
Eventually, you're just dragging them on the ground behind you.
Yeah, my speed is only 25.
I think mine's 30. Oh, no, 40 because of my boots.
As you are going through the forest, you encounter a small camp. It's a little bit of a weird camp, but why don't the other two people he describe what the camp looks like and what the people in that camp look like?
All right.
That's you
That's
mean
you.
us.
That's you.
Oh,
That's us. That's us. We're camping. You come up across a camp. There is the most striking thing about the camp is in the center of it. There is this beautiful, very overly spindly willow tree just kind of draped around it. You kind of you almost miss it, but for your keen adventuring eyes, you do catch the thin plume of smoke rising up from within. You brush aside a single strand of willow leaf, and you see two individuals sitting around a fire. A very large gray furball with about 8 feet tall, with a shock of black curly hair, is kind of sitting with his knees drawn up and sitting at the fire, probably roasting some chestnuts over it. It's a lovely smell.
Is he singing?
Mm-hmm.
And the other figure you see is a feline-looking fellow, a tabaxi of sorts, dressed in dark brown and green leathers. Upon his belt, you see a small holster housing a single arrow and no quiver upon his back. And upon seeing these people who so rudely invaded their camp, immediately draws a bow that is bladed on both ends, draws the single arrow and points it at you.
Meow.
What the hell are you doing in our camp?
What the hell are you doing in our forest?
Your forest,
Skipping.
madam. Who the hell do you think you are?
Now, Pat, there's no need to be rude to our guests. Why don't y'all come on over here, all right, eh?
Uninvited guests, Mr. Patches.
Well, I've invited them
Oh,
now. Come
Lord.
on over here.
Pat and patches. All right. Well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. Nuts don't sound too bad right now.
Can I have a bottle of wine with me? Odium.
Sure.
Excellent.
I like how we just went to the forest on the mountain and we
With wine.
have
Two hermits.
wine. I guess, can we just have like picnic supplies? Like this was our plan while Lucian. We were just
Yeah,
gonna
we'll
go
just-
have a picnic.
Just retcon all the supplies we feel like we need.
Sounds
You
good.
own a very small country. So yeah.
Right. I feel like we would have whatever we need.
It's very true.
And we do have that bag. Gold.
Well, yeah. So,
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt you, but can I offer you a bottle of wine?
Oh, I haven't had
And
a treat like that in quite some time. Yes, that'd be lovely.
I
about
prefer
some
to keep my
sandwiches?
wits about me.
would you like a sandwich?
Yes.
We've
Do you
got
want like a regular
regular and
sandwich or do you want a
vegetarian.
breakfast sandwich? Because I recommend the breakfast sandwich. It's really good.
Yeah, we've got regular, breakfast, and vegetarian.
A sandwich for breakfast.
Mhm.
My
I will take
civilization
the
has come a
breakfast
way
one.
since we took our leave.
No, we invented this just now.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Very
I'm
good.
not letting the city take this one.
Pat takes the
That's
breakfast
wise.
sandwich and very cautiously nibbles.
Good, right?
Hey,
Should I roll a tasting check? I'm gonna roll it.
who made
Yeah.
the sandwich?
I rolled an 18.
The mimics.
Oh,
You are the flavor
yes. Yeah.
Like we make our own food.
Am I in
Shaw.
Flavor
Yeah, no. This is very, very good food. It is
Delicious.
Exclusive.
with a large by this taste, you can almost estimate how long ago this thing was made. Like it feels like it was made half an hour ago. Like super fresh.
Oh, so it is a crisp sandy.
Yes, and all of the ingredients were probably converted from raw material into sandwich material maybe only 5 minutes before it was turned into a sandwich. Like every single element is fresh and pristinely prepared.
So fresh with a capital PH. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do it?
We need
should
to
I roll
put
for
that on
wine?
the outside of the castle.
What do you want to roll for wine? Because I mean, this stuff.
Wisdom save.
No. Roll me history actually,
History.
as
Oh my.
basically your wine connoisseurness.
Absolutely. Let's take a look here.
Sommelier.
Yeah, that's the word I was
so-
looking for.
So fun fact, history, not my strong suit. Still rolled a 12.
How old is your character?
You know what? Let me double check on how old Furball. Yeah, that's what I thought. They get pretty old. We're gonna call him a solid 200.
Okay, so you taste it, and then you are like, "That's interesting." You look at the back of the bottle.
Finally, someone older
This
than me.
bottle was like or originally made probably maybe 500 years before your birth,
Oh, okay.
and it is some fancy stuff. It is.
Oh.
It's some real good stuff.
Goodness sakes, I haven't had something this old in quite a while.
Glad to
did you-
oblige.
Yeah, well,
Where did you find such a delicious treat?
in our castle.
Mm-hmm.
Noble borns then. Very nice.
No, I wouldn't call us that.
I mean, my mom is the chieftain of our
Crunk
tribe,
is
and I
noble.
was the chieftain for a while, but then I gave it back to her.
You're like the closest thing to a
Yeah.
leader king thing that we have, right?
I mean, kind of, but I don't like that label.
Yeah, I mean, you just have the most experience with that sort of.
I guess you're right.
Lab-
Yes.
Labels are so restrictive.
Yes.
Yeah,
What are all of
They
your
come with
passive
too many
perceptions?
expectations.
we need a team name or something, guys.
I thought
Mimic
you were the
Knights?
Mimic Knights.
The Mimic Knights?
Oh,
Did you get into the wine before we got here? I told you not to drink on the way.
I'm sorry. I was up on the top of the carriage and it was cold.
What
My
are all
passive
of your
is-
passives, please?
Mine's
That's
14.
what?
14. Passive
Oh,
Passive
perception.
perception?
13.
I think I'm still 19.
Mine's 16, if you want mine.
Yep, yours as well. Both of you as well.
Okay. And mine is. Let's take a look here. Perception
19.
is gonna be 11.
All right.
Did he cut out for anyone else?
No, it cut out for me too. Like just the number part.
Just the number part.
actually
Everything else.
Oh, mine.
Yeah.
Oh, 11.
All right,
Oh.
everyone who has
Okay.
a 14 or higher hears
Oh.
something of a peculiar sound above. Like, way up in the air, something peculiar. It's
I
just a
immediately step
smidge
out
off.
of the tree to
Up
survey this.
I'm going to look up.
I start
because
climbing the tree.
try
Oh, yeah,
to
the tree is in the way.
looking up.
yeah, the tree is in the way. You can't directly see it. You have to step in the out of it.
Oh.
I'd like to climb the tree,
Is
because of course I would.
What if I squint?
right.
I'm going to step over and pull one branch and then poke my head out.
You see up there, quite a ways up in the sky, some white-winged creature flying above.
Just like a wide window.
And whatever it is, it's big enough that you do lightly hear the flapping of its wings. Like you hear just the.
Is it
We are
big?
being assailed. Prepare yourselves for combat.
Okay, this guy wants to fight something.
Fucking really
And-
likes
and-
fighting.
What?
Pat dives and rolls into cover somewhere.
I love it.
All right.
Can I shoot at it?
It is super high in the air. Not likely.
Oh.
Like,
Mr. Patches, our camp is under siege.
Do we have like a did we bring like a bullhorn or something?
I don't
Or
believe
pick-
Oh,
so.
we don't have our thaumaturgy, dude.
No, you don't.
Oh wait, I have
Mm.
thaumaturgy.
Oh,
Do you?
all right.
Yeah.
Well, that's your bullhorn, girl.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh wait. I switched it out for prestidigitation.
Ugh.
No.
Usually a good spot.
You can shoot sparks.
Ooh.
I can make an odd odor. But then again,
We all
broken
can do
crook.
that. When everyone can do that.
Chill, warm, or flavor up to 1 cubic foot of non-living material.
What spell?
What?
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
know
Prussian. It's
prestidigitation
real
was all
weird.
of this.
Okay, so Pat, you're the one who's paying the most attention to this creature, I
Yes.
believe. Can you roll actual perception? On
Most
it?
definitely.
Most definitely.
That was a natural
like it.
20
Nice.
Okay, you can
on the things
determine
that count.
its flight path as like see how high it is, where it's going. You are pretty sure it's headed towards the top of the mountain, and you also spot something falling from it. Like there's some speck like drops off of it and begins to plummet towards the earth.
Oh, it
I
sounds
want to
like
catch
poop.
it.
Like near us or in a
Like,
different
mm.
direction.
It's probably gonna land maybe like 50 to 100 feet away from you, probably.
Okay. I watch so I can see where it lands.
Yeah, you see it land like you see it's actually two smaller things. One lands near a tree and one lands, it sort of impales itself on one of the tips of the trees.
Cool. In an elaborate amount of rolls and like combat crawling, I work my
I
way.
wanna get
You
Wait.
see that these things that fell are each of them is a half of a deer.
Oh.
Okay, I don't want it anymore.
Oh my stash.
Mother.
Patches! Mr. Patches!
Oh, Oh my word!
Is there anything you could do for the little creature?
Like
Easy.
an hour ago, maybe.
I can cook it.
It was so young. Really got to experience the
young.
world.
Deers don't live that long anyway, right?
Which just makes it all the more tragic.
Mm.
I don't have that one that makes limbs grow, but I don't know if it would make an entire front half grow back.
Would it make two halves of one deer turn into
Could we-
two separate deer?
Yes, could we do that?
I'm pretty sure that would be a crime against nature, and I'm generally opposed to such
Hey.
things.
Denise, you are a druid. How do you feel?
Nature is nature, yo. Sometimes the deer gets eaten.
It's a dog-eat-dog world out here.
It really is.
Or
Or whatever that is,
world.
the deer thing.
It's the deer thing. There we go. Okay.
It took off towards the peak of the mountain.
You guys want to follow?
I mean, I suppose. But who are you people?
We're the Mimic Knights. I'm Win. This is Denise. That's Crunk. You want to follow it?
A little bit.
I know you do. Come on. It's probably like a rock or something.
I mean, I guess.
And not like a big
I mean,
stone, like a.
Oh, that's a worthy distinction to make, my friend.
I wouldn't have known if someone else had said it to me.
To be fair, and I look down at the deer, whatever's doing this to deer, I don't know. It seems like it's probably going against nature a bit. Nature tends to
we're level
finish its
9,
dinner,
we
you
can eat it.
know?
Yeah, no, you can
That is
see it
true.
looks like it took like one bite out of it and then just went nah and just dropped it.
I'm
Maybe
not
the deer
about
just
this
taste
kind of
that.
waste.
Well, then
This is
we
true.
must
Cook it.
What if that deer hadn't showered in 3 years?
Mm.
I wouldn't eat it either.
I get
Not
really
raw
close to
anyway.
it and I sniff it. How does it smell?
Like a deer?
This is pure gluttony, if anything else. It must be taken down.
I'm ready.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go get it.
Fight.
All right.
Krog starts
Crunk-
running.
Crunk,
Let's go
if you
climb a
don't
mountain.
flex this thing, I'm gonna cry. I start running too on my little stubby dwarf legs.
As you're running, you know what? Why don't I just get a perception check from? No, actually, let's do investigation instead. Actually,
I feel like
I know
From who?
okay. I
everyone.
know this is a
as you're
dumb thing
going.
to say, but like
Absolutely.
oh shit. Okay.
So before we leave, I walk back over to the big willow tree we were sitting under, and I grab it. And as I go to pick it up, it shrinks from being a full-size tree to about the size of a
staff.
a respectable Christmas tree size, but still with kind of the willow leaves. And I toss it onto my back and strap it on and set off.
What? How?
It's
How did
because
you
we're
take that
fucking
tree down?
rad.
Is that your weapon?
Among other things, it's also our home.
That is amazing. That's even better than some of the trees we have back in the Elven Forest.
This is just my happy little tree. It's all right.
I get your character now.
I like it.
All right.
Well, I'm sure the mimics can make you one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, could I get an investigation from each of you, please? Or no, sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't get them.
You other
Sorry,
two have to.
the other two need to, but I've got yours. So Crunk gave me a 13. I got a 16 from Win, and an 11 from Denise.
I got a 6.
Nice.
I got a gentleman's 15.
All right. So
Gentleman's 15
Instead of one of those wrong
as opposed to a lady's 15.
as,
Oh. The three genders: gentleman, lady, and raunchy.
as you're going, the way I'm going to justify these two finding it is Win is a dwarf and thus closer to the ground and more likely to spot things on the ground.
That scans.
And Pat keeps like doing combat crawls. And so what you find are like 5 or 6 large, like palm-sized white scales.
Ooh.
Nature and/or survival check.
Let's
I
do
stick
nature.
it to my armor
Okay.
after I do a nature check.
Yes.
That's a 16 plus 1, 17.
Nice.
That's 13, so not as good. I stick it to my armor.
You both know pretty much the same thing. Most definitely a dragon.
Okay, sweet. Yeah.
It appears we're on the trail of a dragon.
Ooh.
We know a
Maybe
dragon.
maybe we can be friends with it.
Oh boy.
And the other two are just like,
Prepare yourself.
Maybe they're cousins and they will make nice.
Not all dragons know each other.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Could I
Just
get-
ask the dragon why he's white.
Could I get a history
Why
check
did you?
from Win, Crunk, and Denise real fast?
History.
Ooh. You're picking all of the things I'm bad at.
I got a 7 from Win and Crunk, and then
That's a nat 20.
nat 20 from
Thank you
Denise.
very much.
Denise, you remember that the dragon that you know mentioned this dragon at one point.
The Bone Keeper.
Oh.
Said that he didn't like him too much.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Good, we can
you
keep
weren't
that.
there when we very first met the Bone Keeper. He mentioned this dragon and said that it lived up in the mountains, but that it's not a very friendly dragon, according to the Bone Keeper. But then the Bone Keeper's not very friendly, so
I was gonna say the Bone Keeper is not a name that inspires peace and love.
Well, you
I mean,
really judge books by their covers.
he very
You know
much
what?
helped us.
That's fair. That's fair.
he's very helpful, but I mean,
He's
we
kind
did
of a
have
dick
to,
too. Like you don't. You're half right, half wrong. It's okay.
He,
I get-
he did help us take care of fucking Greg. So
Fucking Greg.
that was a good thing.
That guy. I don't know. I will
You
never
guys-
know.
You guys don't know any Gregs, do you?
What's a Greg?
My uncle's name is Greg.
Oh no.
Is she
Oh,
a cat
dear.
person?
No, we just don't trust him inherently.
Yeah, we have
Just
found
had a-
that.
Tell him to find a better name.
Yeah, change his name. I think this would be better.
That's it.
You see him just like right on his toe beans. Tell Greg to change his name.
People in the woods that we just happened to come across.
You find all sorts of wisdom in the woods.
This is true.
So
Anyway,
trekking up a mountain is not the fastest thing or the easiest thing. What kind of things would you do to make that easier or a more pleasant experience?
Tell Win to get on my back while we climb steep parts.
aw,
Yep. That's
I would
good.
sing nice like marching songs and stuff.
Nice.
Oh,
I
I
would-
could give
You know,
a
dwarven
moment.
songs are very long, so
Yeah.
probably
Well,
just
it,
one.
it's actually a dwarven mining song, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
As I
roll a
walk,
performance
I'm
for me.
using.
Mountains are one of my favorite. Well, mountain and forest are two of my favorite terrains, and
Oh, you're a ranger.
my group's travel is not slowed
Awesome.
by the terrain.
Nice. Just to mention,
Thanks, Kitty Man.
interpret this how you would like. Win got a 6 on her performance.
By like 3 words in, I'm just like, oh my god, Win. Just no.
Well, it
That's
also,
Right in my ear though, because
I've
she's on my
got nice,
back.
powerful lungs and not a very good ear.
and I believe
Um,
she's singing in dwarven too.
So none of you know what I'm saying.
I'm taking a hit point of damage.
I speak Dwarvish.
Okay.
As we go up the mountain, I start using Happy Little Tree as a walking stick. And as the singing starts, I just kind of caress it a little bit, and little berries start to grow off it. And I pluck them off and I pop them in my ears, and I very subtly offer them to my marching companions.
I rolled an 18 on history. I join in with a fine harmony.
Nice. All right.
I totally
I
high
accept the
five
berries.
Mhm.
I regenerated
Actually,
my hit point.
He's not much better.
could I get? Yes. First, a performance from Pat.
Oh yes. Natural fucking 20. You bitch.
But like,
Awesome.
Yeah, Pat, did you
backup
just find out
vocals
that
are
you're like
wonderful.
you have a single tear going down your cheek, and you don't know why?
as the only one who can hear you, I'm very appreciative of your performance.
All right. Actually, at this moment, Win and Pat, please make me a perception check. Patches, Denise, and Crunk, please make me a perception check at disadvantage.
That's fair.
Oh.
14 plus 6, a synthetic 20.
Oh.
16.
Oh, no. 21. Ha.
Natural 1.
All natural.
You're too busy picking berries off your stick.
Well grown.
I am eating some of them.
Well,
They're
no.
fine.
One of the berries begins to like slide out. You're like, oh, and you push it, and it goes.
Oh, you're gonna have
Oh.
seeds coming out of there forever.
Mm.
That's a rookie
You
mistake.
gotta go
I
to the
should
doctor
know.
and get one of those like water guns that they put in your ear when you have too much
Yeah.
wax.
All right. So, however, I got definitely a success from. Pat, what did you get again?
14 plus 6.
Yeah. Okay.
Wow.
So that works, and Denise also spot some odd-looking mounds in the snow. As you're beginning to go up, you see these humanoid shapes underneath, like bumping the snow out.
Pat holds a hand up, like fist, like hold style. Does another nice combat roll behind like a log or something.
I imagine at least one of your companions doesn't get what you're doing and bumps right into the back of you.
Definitely me.
Uh,
I was in the middle of my song.
that means hold everyone. There's things.
There are lots of things. This is a mountain. That's a
There-
thing.
th-
What?
no, he's
right.
talking about the mountains over there. Do you see
Okay,
where
you
the...
see them. Beautiful.
So
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
about
Sometimes you don't.
20 feet away from you, you see these humanoid shapes pushing out of the snow. The snow is shaped in humanoid shapes, just like
Like someone's buried
bumped out.
underneath.
Yeah,
them?
like a person is buried underneath the snow, and it snowed on top of them for probably several days.
Do you want to dig one out?
You see
Not-
about
not
6 of
really.
these.
Hmm.
Do you want to...
Sure.
Do you
I'll go
want
over and
build a
start, like, trying to brush the
snowman?
snow off the closest one.
Okay. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
No. I was worried about that.
That's a 9.
A 9.
Mm.
You feel a tight grip
Jeez.
on your arm as a skeletal hand reaches out of the mountain, grabs onto you, and as you like jerk back, it is pulled up, the top half of it out of the snow. The skull looks towards you, and the jaw, it seems shocked, and its jaw like goes all the way open and then falls off.
Ah!
Oh no,
What did you
Duke, are
do?
you okay?
Ah! Skeleton!
Yeah, it's
Jaw!
still holding onto your arm.
Take his jaw! Take his jaw!
The Bone Keeper would like this.
take his jaw. You can use it as leverage to get your arm back. Tradesies.
You see, it's pawing around. It's trying to look at you. It's pawing around with its other hand, trying to find it, without looking.
I'll grab its jaw.
It
I guess.
reaches forward its other hand and begins to like smush you on the face with its other skeletal hand.
I pick up my foot and I smash its head.
Oh lord.
Okay.
If I use control,
Why don't you roll
can I
me an
control
attack
smell?
right there, please? At advantage, since it's kind of held in position.
What am I? Oh, I'm just doing unarmed, aren't I?
Yeah.
I don't have an unarmed option, so we're just gonna do strength. Plus.
Strength saving throw would be the same numbers.
Okay, we'll do that. 22.
22, yeah, you hit him. Roll damage for me. Which is
What is unarmed damage?
What is
I don't even
unarmed
know.
damage for?
I never use it.
Usually it's just 1 point of damage unless
Yeah.
you're proficient.
Do you add your
Yeah, and then
strength
it's
Wait,
modifier?
1d4. Like 1 plus strength, I think. Sounds
Okay.
right.
How much damage is that?
Oh, so 1 plus my strength mod is 6.
Nice.
That's actually not bad.
No
You
kidding.
That's even better than
I am
1d4.
very large.
you put your heel on the bridge
Yeah,
of
you
its
are.
nose and then slam down, and the head dislodges from the body, and once it hits the ground, it smashes between the ground and your foot. And the
I feel like we should've
skeletal
caught-
hand that was pawing at Denise's face lets go and begins to just point a middle finger in the general everywhere.
What
I'm gonna get that.
Skeleton.
General everywhere. Saving that for posterity.
Okay,
The general everywhere.
do you guys want to try and kill all of these skeletons now? Because if we just do this one at a time, it might be easy.
You
Sure.
want to take on more than one at a time?
Let's just each, there's 5 more, we could just each take one.
I mean, that's fair. We could.
And then, if you beat yours first, and then someone else is struggling.
I mean,
Just a skeleton.
I could beat these bones, no problem.
Brought some,
Interesting choice of words you chose there, Denise. All right.
you haven't met Denise. You get to know her. You understand.
All right.
Alright, so do you each want to take a mound?
All right.
Yes, please.
All right.
1 lump per person.
The skeleton's still holding on to Denise's arm. It's not
Oh.
let go.
Oh, can I whack it across Than's back? Sorry,
Wait, hold on.
Trunk's back.
Use his axe or something. I almost said use his ass. Use his axe.
You can do either one. I don't care.
How about
Chop it.
Rock solid both ways.
What are you doing?
Dying, apparently.
I think I got this one, and I will heft Happy Little Tree in 2 hands, and I will just I will bring it down on the main body of the skeleton in order to try and take.
At advantage.
Yep. Let's take a look here. First attack is going to be a 22.
That most certainly hits.
Second attack, a 21.
You swipe in with the first one, smashing all of the bones to pieces, and then the second one is more just like a brush sideways to just scatter them all over the place.
Excellent.
The arm is still attached.
Well, aren't you
I-
a tenacious little friend?
Grab the arm and pull it off.
It's not very hard. You just
That's what she
done.
said.
Stop.
Oh boy.
I'm about to just drop a meteorite on this scene and move on to the next one.
It's fair. I get that.
Afraid.
I just start smacking them with my
Yeah, I just
bladed
took out my
long
axe and I'm like, Ah, and I rage.
Beat him up.
Can I cast Sacred Flame on one of the mounds?
You do so, and it melts the nearby snow. And then a skeleton pops out with, like, a feathered hat.
Oh.
Well, aren't you a dapper little friend?
I want that hat.
That is a very fancy hat.
Hey, is there anything
I'm going
familiar
to-
about these things?
You can roll history if
No.
you would like.
I mean, that one flipped me off. I've gotten that before.
Hey.
16. No, not
Okay.
particularly.
No?
This. Well, no, it doesn't matter how good history it is. If no one's ever heard of these people, you can't really get much.
You know.
The one with the feathered hat stands up and reaches down to its belt and draws a rapier.
I shoot it.
Uh-oh.
It entirely just crumbles just into a little pile.
Ooh, can I describe what happens when I shoot it?
Yeah, sure.
So you see the arrow hit the skeleton, but as the skeleton clatters to the ground, the arrow is gone. And then you look back at Pat, and you see
He's got
that in his
another
little
arrow.
holster, the arrow's back.
Dun dun dun. Totally didn't see that coming. When you said the first time that you only had one arrow.
It's like, sure, yeah. Comes like,
Obviously.
I've seen
Nice.
like 10 of those before.
It's so hard to impress Win. I think it's a very nice
I'm
arrow.
well-traveled.
You
Thank
do
you.
live in a
I'm
giant
impressed by
living
it.
castle, so, you know, a little bit.
I mean, it's cool.
I sang a song with you.
What? I said it was
Do me
cool.
like that? You're going to do me like that.
I apologize. I should have pretended to be more impressed.
Oh, I don't.
I'm
sorry,
supposed
I
to be the one that has absolutely no charisma.
I have no intelligence,
I
so
take back my shot.
Oh.
not much better.
I have no wisdom, so.
See, that's what I do have.
So,
Maybe I
yes,
should have
all of these skeletons are destroyed with no particular issue.
Ah.
I grab the hat,
solved your skeleton.
and then like I go to hand the hat to Win, and as you reach for it, I just like drop.
I deserve that. I just leave it there. I don't even like bend down to pick it up. I just leave it there. Like I don't want it.
I go back and I pick it up. I'm like, oh, now I feel like
It's okay. I wasn't going to wear it. It's fine.
the feathered cap.
See, now you look dashing.
My
Even
suits
more
are tucked underneath it.
It suits you. All right.
A kitty with a feather hat is quite appropriate, I think.
So now at this
If I-
point, oh, excuse me, sorry. Now at this point, you're near to where you think where this dragon was headed to, and now you kind of just need the final steps of kind of pinpointing the location of its lair, whatever that ends up being.
Hmm. So do we need to roll like a survival or a nature or something?
You tell me.
I'm going to roll athletics.
To do what?
to keep up with the
I'm
dragon.
going to flex at it.
Weird flex,
Yeah,
but
no.
okay.
Tell me what you want to do, and I'll tell you what the roll is. Tell me
Okay.
what you want to do, and we'll worry about the mechanics.
I
after
would
that.
like to look for like footprints in the snow, if there's any such thing, or maybe holes in the rock,
That would be survival.
Holes in the rock?
like a cave, you know. Oh, wow. I have a +8. How in the world did I roll a 12?
Well, you see, 12 plus 8.
Yeah,
I mean,
you-
12 minus 8 is 4, so you rolled a 4, and then it added 8 to it.
That's how that worked.
Typically.
Thank you for explaining how dice rolls work.
You asked.
You do not see any large footprints, but you do see a very thin trail of what would look like a humanoid traveling through the snow that goes up farther up towards the peak. Towards the peak that's all obscured by clouds. It's an
Perhaps
extremely
human form.
thin. So what it looks like is, first of all, the trail left behind is very, very thin, and it looks like whatever it was kind of dragging its feet. So it's not like footsteps; it's just two lines that go through the snow because they were like scooting through the snow.
Trudging.
Yeah.
Is it like that cat that was like carrying that plane?
It goes that way.
Let us follow it.
Hell
See
yeah.
where it goes.
All right. Everybody get on behind me, and I'll make a trail for everyone to walk on through.
What does a white dragon have for the breath weapon? Is that cold?
Yeah.
I mean, we're surrounded by snow. Chasing a
Mark.
white dragon.
I would make sure.
DM. If I wanted to use control water, would you let me control the snow?
If you heated it up first. As you follow the trail, it continues to lead on, becoming more fresh as you go. Whatever's making this trail is not moving very fast and appears to be only quite recent. And following along, you get into this fog because you've gotten up to the clouds. And as you're approaching, it gets darker and darker until just almost out of nowhere, it just kind of appears an enormous stone castle obscured by the fog, blocking out the sun.
Huh.
It looks
I did not see that before.
very, very ancient and kind of decrepit.
This makes a little upkeep.
Do we want to go inside?
The ornamentation is a bit ghoulish. There's gargoyles up on the sides of it. You see the door handle, the door like wrapper is comes out of the mouth of a skull that's on the door. And there's assorted spikes and scary looking spires.
I kind of like it. Like a Dracula.
We could make one of our towers like if we wanted to.
Yeah.
Stay your business,
Who said that?
says the skull.
Oh.
On the door?
Yes, the skull on the door.
Well, ain't that a neat trick?
Huh.
Well, hey there, friend. We're just came on up here looking for that looked like to be a white dragon or something.
I poke it with a stick.
Don't poke it with a stick. I like that.
I stop her from poking it with a stick.
But
I like it.
Crunk,
Don't have to poke everything.
Meetings are by
you like to poke
appointment
things.
only.
Can we make
how-
an appointment?
Wait, does that mean the dragon is here?
No dragon here.
Can we make an appointment?
Can I incite the door knocker?
Yes, I'm gonna say it's at disadvantage because it's a very foreign creature
Oh,
and
absolutely.
has no facial expressions,
And it's a door.
and it's a door
And it's
knocker.
a door knocker.
No, look. Yes, that all of these things are correct. That's 10.
What exactly are you trying to get out of this insight? Do you not trust it?
I'm pretty sure there's a dragon in here, at least of some kind.
So you're just trying to tell if it's lying?
Yeah.
It's pretty hard to read as far as like lying about whether there's a dragon here or not.
Guys, let's just make an appointment.
All right. How do we set an appointment?
Are you free 3 minutes from?
One moment. Yes, your appointment has been made. Bring the corpse in.
Wait, what?
What?
And the door pops open.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's cool. Does one
Um,
of us want to pretend to be a corpse?
What?
Not really.
Like
That would
in
be
case.
difficult to carry.
Well, I guess I'm the smallest.
What?
Um,
Why
does it
are
let
we
us in
pretending to be a
without a
corpse?
corpse?
The door knocker,
It
the
said
last
bring
thing it
the
said
corpse
before
in.
it opened, it said, bring the corpse in.
I want to say, is there any particular corpse you are referring to? Hello?
Just don't hear anything. No response.
I
just wait.
look around. Is there a corpse?
Nope.
Do we
I would
want to
like
go
to
back and get
investigate
a
the wall.
skeleton?
Inside,
Well,
like
what?
you've not entered in as far as you've told me, but inside you see just this long dark hallway into that what appears to be at the end of the hallway some kind of like larger open like courtyard hall of some kind. But
Well,
Do you have dark vision?
I have dark vision.
Okay. You guys have dark vision?
well, dwarves have dark vision too, don't they?
Well, yeah, I'm just making sure everyone can see it.
Oh,
I don't think I do.
Okay.
really?
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've got an explorer's pack, so I've got a torch. So
That'd
I'll
be
light
much-
one up for you.
What do I have? Light? No. Okay, that'd be much appreciated.
Light it up, boom, boom.
You can keep it.
Thank you, friend.
I can see in the dark.
I carry the torch high and back as to not blind my dark vision friends.
nice.
Well, if you just walk behind.
Yeah, that's what he means.
Okay.
I assume.
So you proceed in?
Yeah.
Yes, no? All right.
Yes.
Stepping in, you enter a large courtyard hall, pillars extending up to the very, very high ceilings. And just for a moment, you begin to try and make out the details. It's very hard, even for those with dark vision. And then all of a sudden, the whole room brightens up as the candelabras on the pillars and the large chandeliers light up, all the candles springing to life. And you can now see that this place was definitely fancy at one time. The roof has this ceiling has this beautiful paintings across it that are just covered with a lot of dust.
Are they paintings of little angels?
They might have been at one point, yeah.
You can't tell from.
It's the Beauty and the Beast mansion, basically.
Oh.
That's a tale as old as time.
And then kiss
Oh.
it, and then it'll turn
That
into a
song,
person.
that's old as rhyme.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that song.
The door at the far side of the hall bursts open. You hear a small score on an organ somewhere. And then forward steps in a long black trench coat a skeleton with green fire inside of its eyes.
Oh.
Knight Rider! No, wait. What's the...
Yeah, it's Knight Rider.
Ghost
Knight
Rider.
Rider?
Ghost Rider.
Ghost
Ghost Rider.
Rider.
Yeah, Ghost
But
Rider.
he has the
Knight-
flaming
Knight
head. This is
Rider
just like
has
flame
Hasselhoff.
eyes.
Mm.
And he proceeds forward. Welcome.
Knight Rider's the guy with the talking car,
Yes.
right?
Kit.
The Hasselhoff.
The Hasselhoff. The Hoff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Welcome.
sorry.
To the finest necrotorium in the world.
Oh,
I'm sorry, what?
It's, I'm assuming it's something where they skeletons back to life? Like those ones we saw?
Yes. Soft.
Well, not skeletons specifically.
Hmm.
Don't you know who I am?
Can't say that. I
Should
hope
we?
you're a new friend.
I'm Elias. I'm Elias, the first of the liches.
Oh, yes, that's
Oh.
exactly what I was about to say.
Oh, obvious.
Don't.
I was just seeing if you knew. I knew all of
There we are.
You're not here for a resurrection?
No, I mean I can.
Well,
No.
them. Well,
What are you doing in my castle then?
I don't know, your door knocker
Wait.
just said to come in, so we did.
Yeah, we made
was
an
really
appointment
nice.
because he said we needed one.
We were following the trail of something up here, and I think we may have gotten our way lost a little bit.
Oh, yes.
You have hors d'oeuvres?
No. But I do have some mint candies on the way out for clients.
Was it like the chocolate with the mint and the
Oh, the Andes mints.
Oh,
I went to
Ooh,
the
yeah.
the Garden of Olives? They have those there.
No, not the chocolate
What?
kind. It's the ones you get on the way out of the dentist, the ones that last
Ooh,
forever.
ooh, are they the? Oh, okay, that's right. Okay.
The
Those ones
mints
are
of
good too.
pepper, I
like
get
the,
it.
I like the buttermints.
Well, that's
ones
all
that
very
melt?
fine. I don't actually have those.
I know. I was just saying, like maybe.
Just keep it in mind for future guests. They're really popular.
They're really good.
They
What
really
about
are.
the
Have you had
suckers
one?
with the offensive name? You know, the stupid stupids, or whatever they're called.
Oh yeah.
What do you
Don't-
want?
At this point, I've lost track, honestly.
Yeah, we're not short anymore.
We
You wanna
were
hang
out for
out?
a walk and we met these two, and now we're like, hey, there's a trail, and we're just adventuring and having fun.
You're
We're-
not a
we're looking- We were looking for a dragon that seems to be defouling nature. Trail led us up this general direction.
I mean, you can put it that way too.
Oh well, he's farther down the mountain. He's got a cave
Oh.
down there.
Oh, beans, we overshot him.
Okay. Did you want to come
Too
with?
far.
No,
You don't have anything going on here. There's no hors d'oeuvres.
I
figured
have
maybe
a
you
very
wanna-
important appointment of not encountering a dragon.
You know what? I respect that.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. I was just wanted to politely invite you on an adventure.
Also,
Since we wasted your time.
Could you possibly
Yeah.
draw us a map to this?
I can
We
send a
can pay you.
guide here. And he reaches over and pulls out this enormous tome, dusts it off a little bit, and begins to flip through. Philippe.
I turn to Denise and I'm
Sands.
like, "What do liches eat?"
I don't think they eat anything.
Um,
I think they just.
I feel like we should
exist.
pay it.
all right, Michelangelo, go guide them to the dragon cave.
He's one
Maybe
who
we
painted
could-
the
He
ceiling.
comes out on a skateboard, swinging nunchucks.
Cowabunga!
Cowabunga, dude!
No, you see a very sad excuse for a skeleton. It walks out. It's missing one arm and it's holding its skull in its other hand. Walks
Oh,
out.
buddy.
Oh.
I
Oh,
put
poor
the
guy.
hat on the skull in his hand.
Yes!
There it is.
You need it.
That's, you were born to wear that hat.
Where did you get that?
I just found it in the
Borrowed
shop.
it
It was,
off
it was
the
a lucky
guy.
day. I was saying, I need a feathered cap, and then there one was.
That is Elliot's hat.
Oh, well,
Oh.
I'm sorry. He must have lost it. Well, there you
Must
are.
have dropped it. Yeah.
Elliot.
We better get back to Elliot.
See,
Yeah, we can bring it back to where we found it.
Do you mean? You know where Elliot is? We can take it to
I'll
him.
take it. I'll take care of it. Why don't you just go along and get
Okay,
to
bye.
your dragon?
Okay.
Okay, I kind of like turn around when we get to the door and I'm like, here, and I like try to put some gold into the skeleton's mouth on the door knocker. Like, oh,
Tips
Put 'em
for
in
the
his eyes.
staff are appreciated.
All right, we'll keep going.
Down the mountain.
So the skeleton
Show us the way, Michelangelo.
guides you down and begins to kind of corkscrew around the mountain to the backside and brings you in front of a fairly large cave. You can
Now this is a
hear
good
the
hiding
breathing
spot.
of the beast inside.
Hmm.
Is this wise?
The skeleton goes and turns its
Don't
head
look
back and
at
forth in its
me.
hand,
I'm
and then begins to walk away.
gonna cast Pass Without a Trace
Bye,
on
Michelangelo.
everyone.
Oh,
Good choice.
on
So,
who?
you have on everyone.
Okay, cool.
So very
You'll
good.
have +10 to your stealth checks for the next hour.
Sweet.
Um,
Very good.
Yeah, it's a good spell.
That's Pat trying to smile. But it's all like cat fangs.
those
Oh.
It looks horrifying.
those who want to
I
look in
pet
can
Pat
roll
on the head.
a nature.
Thank you.
For me.
You should ask for
Onion?
consent before you touch someone. Jeez.
Roll
Oh,
what?
sorry.
Consent is very important.
It's very true. I apologize. May I
Now
pet
go
you in
ahead.
thanks?
Everyone who wants to can roll nature, but at disadvantage if they don't have dark vision, because you're kind of peeking into the cave to get a look at the beast inside.
I rolled a 6.
What were we rolling? Nature?
I do have
Nature.
90 feet of dark vision. Just throwing that out there.
21.
21. Very good. Anyone else?
Natural one. I am lounging outside. I am watching Michelangelo walk off, thinking that maybe he has the right idea.
Denise, particularly, you peek inside and you look at this creature and you're just, something's off. Like, you could have sworn that white dragons are supposed to be like sleek and like a really elegant design, but this one's all like kind of bulky and spiky.
Is that profiling?
I'm racist against dragons.
Not all white dragons.
Oh.
Ouch.
It's particularly like, as far as you know, a white dragon's head is supposed to be similar to like a spear. But this thing, it's like this big, bulky, square-jawed creature with like spikes coming down on its chin. It looks off.
I don't know that this is a normal white dragon, guys. It looks
Oh, excuse me.
bigger
Is
than
it
I would
a
expect.
Blue Eyes White Dragon? Whoa.
What?
Then Seto Kaiba walks up and says,
Yo! Time to do the duel!
What does the party
I put out
do?
Karibo. I pull out my Karibo.
Oh my god. I guess venture in?
Do you want to just
Yes.
do you want to roll stealth, or do you just want to just walk up?
Guys, are we gonna fight it or
Stealth
not?
would be good.
Stealth would be good.
Very good.
Let us
Stealth.
continue to assess the situation.
That's a
Oh, God.
17. Thank
Oh,
you.
no.
Class Without a Trace, I have a plus 18 right now. So
With Pass Without a Trace, I have a 28.
Nice.
Y'all are going first because we suck.
I have
I got a nat 1.
with my 37, do you think I could help?
Just pick me up and carry me in. It would be quieter.
Yeah,
I'm supposed to be good at this.
I give you a boosty.
Okay. No. So, what with those who got 25 or higher, can attempt to mask the sound of Wynn tripping and just face planting at the mouth of the cave. Just whoosh. What do you do to mask that sound?
I shake Happy Little Tree, so it just sounds like more nature sounds.
All right, roll me performance, please.
This is where the ASMR comes in really handy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
Into the cave we go, everybody.
All right, everybody. You got those.
Happy
Got
little
your
cave.
magics. Happy little tree inside the happy little cave. With a happy little 17 on performance.
That'll do. That will do. All right, so you sneak up on it. You all have enough of your wits to determine that probably, even as sneaky as you are, most of you should not approach it too closely. Like even with as good as with this magic that's been cast on you, only those who are particularly good at stealthing should really get that close to it.
I'm on.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
For me.
I would like to get as close as possible, since the lowest I can roll is a 19 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Mm. That's good.
That it is, yeah.
All right.
So good.
Zach's about to roll Gwendolyn now. Let's see how it goes for him.
No.
That's a 36.
Oh, what?
A 36.
Okay.
He's just a wall in the cave.
So what are you doing though?
Honestly, you know how is there snow in this cave? Is it snowing?
No, it's inside the cave. It is.
It's a cave. That would make fucking sense.
You're Zach Rob.
That's me.
Also Pat.
It doesn't have a skylight.
I think I'm cartoonishly like the stalagmites, like I'm like forming myself behind them.
You're like Bugs Bunny, and you just
Yeah.
like quickly paint.
Yeah.
So you trying to move past it, like deeper into the cave?
I'm
Is that
trying
what
to
you're
get around it to try to look at it kind of head on, if I can, to kind of determine what it actually is.
doing? When you get up close to it, you can feel its breath, and its breath is warm. And as its eyes kind of blink open for just a second and then close, you're like, oh. You realize that this creature is an albino red dragon.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh, that's an
I
option.
love it.
I quickly scamper
Oh.
back. Everyone. One more stealth check. That is, what's 16 plus 18?
No one cares.
Plenty.
Plenty, yes.
Enough.
Enough.
11 billion. It's fine.
You need
You're a
to
sneaky
not
kitty cat,
roll
it's
a
all good.
1, and you're good. All right. So, now what does the party do?
It's a albino red dragon. Are we?
Like, that's a thing?
Apparently.
Huh.
That's really neat. Should we fight it?
Huh.
Well, I mean, maybe we
It's-
can befriend it. What is a red dragon like?
Gold?
They're chaotic evil, are they not?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're
It's like the blue ones that you can sometimes
Yeah.
and the bone ones.
in the bone. Well, he's like green, so next to blue. And the white cheap is.
I say we take it out. It's destroying the ecosystem around here, and no one ever called Patrilla Vadavaria a coward.
Oh wow. Who's that?
Oh, gosh. Hello.
That's
I'm Patrilla Vadavaria, or Pat,
Oh,
for sure.
Pat. Okay.
Yeah,
see,
I
didn't
can't-
know that. I didn't,
I can't say that name.
I didn't know the patchouli.
Patrilla That's my name.
Can you spell that for me?
1 second. I wrote it down somewhere.
In that same place
It's
where
on
you
the
wrote
page.
down for your uncle.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I checked
Your
my
other
other
foot.
hand, my other paw of toe beans. It's Patrillavonivaria.
I love it.
Trilavonivaria.
Um,
Country of origin over there. You should
that is a name.
That's me, Patrillavonivaria.
I love it.
Absolutely,
So
Pat.
back to this dragon. So I've got this item that might come in handy. I've used it. Well, I've mentioned it in most the other games, but I've got these 2 halves of a coconut. You think that could come in handy?
Hey, GM, before we get to murdering this very large animal,
Yes.
can I roll a medicine check on it?
Yeah. What do you want to learn?
I want to know if this thing is healthy or if it has some sort of weird malignant sickness besides being like
Albino?
albino and probably like ostracized from youth.
Yeah.
Aw.
Roll.
Now you just made him tragic. Shit.
Yeah, I know.
Now I
I'm
feel
gonna
bad
feel
for him.
bad when I kill him.
That's gonna be a 13.
If I would say that's high enough if you get close to inspect him.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I had a 28. I'm good.
All right, so you approach it, and you're able to kind of look at it, and you would say, and more you gather this not from it specifically, but more the contents of its cave, that it seems to be, and you're not sure of the origin of this, and you kind of had an indication of this before, but it seems to be very, very particular of what it eats.
How old does it seem to be?
That would be nature, I think.
Okay, sure. While I am rolling that, what does it seem to be eating? What does it favor?
Not deer.
Not deer.
It seems to be focusing on you would say particular types of humanoids. You can't determine, there's some kind of pattern, but with a 13 you can't determine exactly what the pattern is, like why it eats certain ones and not others. But you seem to know, like, particularly there's no dwarves amongst this. There's no humans, you think, but, you know, human and, like, many other races' bones look very, very similar, so it's kind of hard to tell.
Sure. Yeah, I rolled a 19 for the nature.
You would say that it's generally would be grouped in the kind of young dragon-ish age, but also might be kind of towards the top end.
It might
of
be
that.
runty.
Kind of the.
It might be runty too, because albinos generally are a little runty, like a little smaller.
But yeah, it appears to be like a young dragon, but on the kind of edge between that and an adult.
It's just about to become an adult, and it has no problem eating sentient races.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Evil.
I've determined 2 things. He's not terribly old, and he likes to eat people like, I'm going to go ahead and say most of us, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well,
Okay, are we gonna
you
fight?
taken down. Let us do this.
Okay, now, Pat, now we've talked about this. Stem the tide.
Get a little overeager.
I know. It's all right, friend. We're working on it. I give you an ear scritch because we have that kind of relationship where I can do that.
Aww.
Oh, Patches.
Are you guys ready?
Let's
Oh,
do this
probably.
thing.
All right.
Okay.
I take out Happy Little Tree and I cast protection from energy fire on myself.
Very nice.
I cast inflict wounds.
I'm raging.
Yeah,
first.
you're all getting a surprise round, so go for it.
So that was an 18 to hit.
Okay. Hang on, let me check. That hits.
Nice.
I would, for my surprise round, cast Spark Skin on myself.
Very nice.
So that's 19 plus 8. 27 damage.
27 damage. Very nice.
Oh man.
And
I don't know if anyone else
I'm-
wants to.
For my surprise round, I'm going to cast Blight on it for 35 necrotic damage.
Constitution saving throw. Let's see what its saves are. Does 22 beat your save?
16, yes. So half of that.
Aw.
Okay.
But then an extra 2 points of poison damage.
Right on.
And I am going to move off to the side of the cave and back a little ways.
Okay. There we go. And oops. Crunk, you can you're raging. Pat is done. You've done your thing. Patches, you did your thing. Okay, so it's time for initiative. As all of these things strike it, and you all make noise, buffing yourselves, it pounces to its feet like a cat. To fight
Oh boy.
That's
So I don't.
what
Do I not get an action?
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, you get one. Sorry, go.
Yes, because I need to smash him.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, that
Oh,
doesn't,
God
that
dang
doesn't
it.
hit.
I'm gonna use. Oh, I didn't do it on
One
first.
does
Okay, it's
not
fine.
hit.
No. Not
Oh, yeah,
typically.
so
What about a
roll
30?
30 will hit.
Okay. Well, at least we have a range established.
17 damage.
Very nice.
Now I will back out of melee range.
Alrighty. I'm gonna do initiative over here since we've got some people in roll 20 and some people out of roll 20. So, does everyone have their initiatives?
Yes.
Okay, I rolled a 4.
Alright, let's go, you know what, let's go,
I didn't do mine yet. Hang
okay, let's,
on. Okay, I got
I'll
11.
do yours.
Stop distracting me, Denise.
where's the initiative on this thing?
I'm trying to smash.
Okay,
Let me say hi.
so who is 20 and higher? Nobody? Alright,
No.
who is 10 and higher?
19.
19.
11.
Hey!
18 and 11 there. Okay, so
12.
Patches, Crunk, and
Oh, 19, yeah.
12. Denise, and a Thor for win, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
I did a good spell, and then I.
All right. And
It happens.
cool. All right. Pat, you go. Well, actually, no. Pat and Patches. Do you want to just determine who goes first? Probably Pat, since I imagine he has probably higher dex.
Yeah, my dex is a
Probably.
little higher.
Okay.
Yep.
Are we ready for Pat's big opening move? Because, man, this is going to be ridiculous. Bonus action. I'm going to cast Lightning Arrow.
Nice.
All right.
Okay. I am going to use my sharpshooter ability where I take -5 to my roll. And I get extra damage for that. Fantastic. So that is a 22 to hit.
22. That will hit.
Okay. So this is gonna be a shit ton of damage. Holy cow. So first off, that is going to be 13 just piercing damage. Oh wait, no, sorry, 23 piercing damage. Because of my plus 10 for my sharpshooter thing.
Mhm.
Okay.
And then gotta roll D. Oh my goodness. Ridiculous. Where are all my D8s?
I got D8s over here if you want them. I can roll.
I've got a few over here.
We rolled them. All right, so let's see. That's 30 lightning damage.
All right.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah, so a total. Oh goodness. So that was what, 53 damage total?
Yes, that's correct.
Opening round.
Patches.
Cool. That's.
Oh, I don't know about
Alright.
opening.
Oh wait,
The
sorry.
surprise round
I have 2
happened
more
already.
attacks.
Oh,
Sorry.
yes. Go for it then.
Sorry.
Wait, hang on. I've got a 5th attack. Okay, just
Hey, just my first round of combat, I get 3 attacks.
Oh.
So that's a 25.
That'll hit.
Cool. That deals. Ooh, buddy. That deals 24. And the other attack is another 25, dealing 21 damage.
Very nice. That's a lot of damage.
All right, I'm done.
All right.
Mhm.
Excellent.
Patches, you're up.
Very, very good. So I am going to go ahead and run up to this thing, and I'm going to face it head on. I'm going to draw my stone shield off of my back, and I'm going to attack. First attack is going to be 17
That
To hit?
misses.
Ooh. 19.
That hits.
Excellent. And for that second attack, I am going to cast Divine Smite because I am a
Very good.
paladin, and so I'm going to add an additional 2d8 to this attack.
You're a paladin with a tree stick?
With
Why
a
not?
tree. That's a versatile tree club. Thank you very much.
What kind of damage will
that
you be
is-
dealing?
I will choose. We'll go with bludgeoning. We'll see how that goes.
All right.
So as I run up, you can actually see the leaves from the top of the tree kind of melt away a little bit as I just wail into this thing, and I deal 13 damage,
Very nice.
and that will be my round.
All right. The dragon takes a single, kind of like leans itself back, not really a step, but just leans back and then darts forward, flying over the top of all of you, giving you all opportunity attacks if you would like to take it.
I
what's
would.
If you have a melee
Sure.
weapon.
Oh,
19.
That's going to be a 22.
18.
That's a crit fail. My stick!
That's a 29 to hit.
18 hits, right?
No, 18 does not hit.
What? I
Um,
thought so.
Yeah, no, 18 does not
But it
hit.
hit last time. You said it hit
Wait, it
last
did it?
time.
No, that was 19, wasn't
Yeah.
it?
No, it was 18.
Hang on, let me look at things. I'm
Dun, dun, dun.
okay, no, you're right. I was looking at the wrong thing. It's 18.
Okay. Whew, I
Okay,
was
so let's
new.
go in a real quick order. Win. How much damage do you deal?
4.
4. Pat, how much damage do you?
I'm not a fighter.
I
I'm
deal
not that
11
kind of fighter.
slashing with the bladed end of my longbow.
Very nice. Patches, what did you get?
9 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. Denise, you critically failed. What were you trying to hit it with?
My quarterstaff.
What quarterstaff?
It's gone now.
Yeah, you just see it fly off the side of the mountain.
My
Oh, no.
stick! Oh no!
Now, friend Denise, we will find you a new stick. I
There are
promise.
plenty of sticks
We'll
in
make
the
you a
forest.
better stick.
Crunk,
did.
what did you roll?
I got 17 damage. I rolled a 19.
Awesome.
17.
All right.
slashing
And
damage.
before it roasts you all, we're gonna go on break.
No, it's gonna insult my shoes. Oh.
Oh man.
So I have dragon mail that says it's resistant to fire. What does that mean?
half damage.
You take half damage.
Okay, very good.
Nice.
Right.
My.
Oh man, he
Fair.
better not go too far. I've got an area.
I've got an area he needs to stay in.
Yeah, he's got to stay within 15 feet of me.
And
Let me use my.
we're gonna transition away. We'll be back in just a little bit. We're gonna take a break. Go to the bathroom. Have some water.
Bye, guys. See you
Alright, we'll be back.
soon.
Yep, we'll be back in a little bit.
Bye.
And we are... Ah! I hit a button twice. We're live.
Yay!
All right.
Right.
Oh, no.
Hel-
There we are.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, I hit the button twice. Okay, so we're in the middle of the red dragon, the albino red dragon's turn, and so it flies past you so that it is outside of the cave, and you are all inside of the cave.
Mhm.
Anybody want an enhancement?
And
Oh, yeah, I already have bark skin on.
it's going
so-
to breathe fire on all of you. Could you all please make me a dexterity saving throw?
Anybody that is within 10 feet of me gets +3 to that roll for my aura of protection.
You
So
rushed
we are
ahead,
all within.
actually.
I think we
So
all are.
You-
That's a natural
I-
20 plus what would be 11. So 30.
I got
Alive.
8.
22 plus whatever.
All right, DC
lot.
19. So
Wow.
just you tell me you tell me
Oh,
if you succeeded or
no.
failed.
No.
No.
All right.
Success.
The amount
Whoa.
of
Can I-
damage.
No, I can only do con saves, right?
Can I reaction cast absorb elements?
If it says that you can reaction
What?
cast it, yes. No, you
Well, then
cannot.
I'm
You
gonna
used your
reaction
reaction on the opportunity attack.
Oh, I did. Yes, 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 yes. Well, poo.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I do. It's an oof-worthy situation. Yeah.
Holy crap! You know what? I'm going to use roll
I got
20 because that was a lot of dice.
Fire.
Oh, no.
That's concerning.
But my AC.
No.
Oh, you know what's a
there.
bummer?
Yeah, there.
I was so close. I only have 67 hit points.
Same.
All right.
I have 66.
55 fire damage.
Oh, holy.
Hold on, I need a calculator.
Okay.
16d6. Don't worry, you only get to do 4 more of those a day.
Oh, that's all.
Sweet.
Okay.
Okay, so
Half damage
I
for those
did-
who succeeded at the save.
Fortunately, it is still going to be half
Rounded.
damage for me
Denise,
because I
right?
cast protection from elements.
Good.
Or
And Denise
protection from
said
energy, rather.
You've got defense against fire, right?
Yeah, Denise has the armor that's helping.
I do.
Okay, so I'm
Alright,
the only
so
one who
I got
takes the
half
full
damage?
55.
Since I passed?
Yes, half damage for those who passed.
So that'd be 28? Or 27?
Or 27.
20. It rolls down.
Okay, 27.
27.
Cool.
So,
Does anyone else have a healing spell?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Hi,
I
I'm a
think
paladin.
magic and Cure wounds.
Okay,
look at me.
so if I cast Beacon of Hope, and then you cast a healing spell, everybody takes full number of possible healing,
Mm.
I lied. I do
if
not.
you want to do that.
I don't have like a mass healing spell, but I can certainly do something.
I'm at 40 hit points right now, so like heal someone else.
Okay.
I'm at like
Well-
73 and I regenerate. So we're
not
Oh,
this
yeah,
turn.
you're-
You took fire damage.
I'm at 16,
However, that's true.
so maybe I'll just heal myself then.
Yeah.
That is one of the
That
main
might be
reasons I
wise.
picked this type of dragon.
Yes.
Be-
Good choice, my friend.
Because you have not had any challenges yet. I was hoping for you to fight something that was interesting for once. Uh,
I'll have the whisk smash.
all right, and so it is now there, hovering about 20 feet
How much,
in midair outside the, like out off the mountain, floating in midair.
Oh,
did
boy.
it melt a bunch of snow?
Mm.
It did. But it's now
Cool.
floating out there midair, having breathed fire at you. And let me check real fast. Next person to go is Denise.
Just checking.
Oh boy.
Is this Pokemon rules?
What does that
What?
mean?
Like it's weak to water?
No. Yeah, you can tell it has no notable weaknesses.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
You ruined my plans by being not on the ground. Uh,
I feel that.
Is it as bad as the time I ruined your plans by turning the entire area into sand while you were underground?
I mean, maybe. Oh no, I don't want to be that weak.
It really hurts me the most, I think, right now.
Hey, you can make that jump.
Yeah, once.
Look, just
Um,
catch and you'll be fine.
Damn, I should have taken jump.
do elementals float?
Like
Like ice elementals?
Well, let me look up its
Oh.
stats.
Ice methods, rather.
Oh, ice.
I think they fly.
It's,
Don't they?
I'm gonna,
I think so.
I would imagine.
Consult the internet.
hang on. I'm working
That's
on
what I'm doing.
it. Wait, no, that's a steam.
We have a
method.
race on
That's
our
the
hands.
wrong
Who
one.
will find it fast?
Okay, it's
The Google 500.
speeds are 30 feet fly. It flies.
Okay. I am going to summon 4 of those babies.
Oh, babies. They're like little cherubim.
They,
Can you
Yes.
summon fully grown really mean?
Um,
all right.
so I'm going to get them right next. Because they're, I believe they're a rating of 1/2, aren't they?
Yeah.
You should have their
I think so.
stats.
I'm looking. Yes.
Someone should mute.
So I can get 4 of those guys. So 4 of them
Someone
are
needs to
now
mute.
summoned around the dragon, just kind of flanking it all sides.
All right.
And do you want me to roll a separate initiative for them, or do they just go after me?
They'll go after you. Hang on.
Methods.
Yeah. So they're gonna go after you.
Okay.
Anything else on your turn?
Not directly, no, but I will take their turn if it's next.
Yeah. So they take commands.
Mhm.
So,
I will be commanding them to do frost breath at the creature. So it's a 15-foot cone of cold air. Each creature in that area must succeed a DC 10 Dex saving throw.
Okay, so here's a thing. If you were to do that, no, never mind. The dragon is large enough that would not affect.
It should block it,
yeah,
right?
It should block it. Okay.
That's what I was thinking.
So I'm just gonna do 4 saves real fast. What's the DC again? 10.
Yeah, it's real low, but
Yeah. 1. Yeah. Yeah. And it's no, it succeeds at 2 of those because its Dex save is oh wait, no. It succeeds at 3 of them. The nat 1 fails. And it takes 2d4 for that. Do you want to roll those for me and add the poison damage on?
oh, I forgot about the poison damage. Yes.
So it's 2d4 damage on a fail and half as much on a successful save.
I don't know that I can
Thank you.
do two of them hit, right?
Yep. 6 damage. 7 damage. And
There you go.
okay. Well, no, it's a save, so they'll all do damage. It's that, so it's gonna take half damage from one of them, from the last one. So, 7 and
Okay.
4. So roll it for the last one, but it's half damage on this one. Okay, so that's
I'll let you math that
3.
up.
6. Okay, I got it. That is the end of their turn. Next person to go is going to be
And he's dead.
no. Next person to go is going to be Crunk.
Oh, Crunk, huh? All right, so how far away is this thing from me right now?
20 feet into, like, horizontally, it's 20 feet away, and it's not any higher than you are, but it's outside the cave floating in midair. So if you jump out and fall, you'll go down a good ways till you hit the mountain again, as it widens.
Yeah. Hmm.
There's snow down there. You'll be fine.
It'd be pretty badass if I land on him, though, right?
Go grapple it.
I do have an advantage sitting around.
Worst case scenario, we just don't tell this part of the story, my friend.
You have an axe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so this will be as close to Van Zan from Reign of Fire as you'll ever get. Jumping at a dragon, axe midair.
I can give you
Get eaten.
Crunk from 3 sessions ago would not have thought twice about this.
I can give you a buff. I've got
On your turn.
guidance and I've wow.
I almost
but
thought about
that's
taking
the-
jump, and then I didn't take jump.
I mean, if you turn around to high five me, am I allowed to cast
Fuck
a
it.
spell?
I'm going for it.
I already did initiative.
We're here for you.
I'm last.
Look,
I'm
favors
going.
the bold, my friend. For Mother Gaia, do it, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for myself. And I put the sword back, pull the axe out.
Give me an athletics roll, please.
I'm using my advantage.
You're
But I
raging.
have
You
been
already get
saving.
advantage on it.
Oh, I do, don't I? Ha 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 ha!
Triple advantage.
Trip on that, trip on that.
Which one am I doing? What did you
Athletics,
say to do?
please.
Athletics? Oh shit.
It's a jump. 25, that'll do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now do an attack.
25? Hell yeah!
Do an attack, please.
Nice.
I don't get advantage on the attack though.
No.
Do I? Because he wouldn't see it coming.
Unless you reckless attack.
I am reckless,
I
actually.
think he's going to watch.
I'm gonna be in
Go ahead.
anyway. I'm reckless attacking, so yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And-
I would say if any
Ghost
attack was
attacks.
reckless, it would be this one right here.
Yeah, this is the most reckless
That's
of
a thing.
attacks.
All right.
Boom! 19.
That'll hit.
This
Nice.
is
We established that hits for 24.
54.
Nice.
All right.
And at 18. Oh no, I guess would I get 2? I would get 2, right?
I don't think that makes sense that you would be able to get 2.
Mm.
However,
That's
it
fine.
dies.
Oh!
However, it dies.
Oh no!
So I like land on it, axe dug into its skull, and then we just go.
Yep.
Damn, I didn't even get a turn.
You just dealt, adding it all together, 277 damage, which is enough to kill an adult red dragon, which is challenge rating
Wow.
17. So I could have just thrown you up straight against a adult red dragon, and you would have beat that as well. The only difference,
That's awesome.
it would have
Cooler.
dealt
All
2
right,
more d6 on its fire breath. That's the only difference for this entire battle.
Oh, so the difference would have been that I
Wow.
would have died.
So we would have been dead first, is what you're
A
saying.
couple of you, I would have been.
He would have
Well,
gone
you
through, and you
could've
would have been
been.
gotten
I
back
probably
up.
would've.
Though. It's pretty good. Now,
Narratively speaking, I need to try to run back off the dragon towards the cave, in like slow-mo action movie style.
So you want to kick off of him?
Hit and roll.
Yeah, I don't want to go
Can
down
I
the mountain with the dragon.
Narratively cast Wind Wall to catch him.
Ooh.
That cannot catch, like, can't stop anything solid.
Ooh, wait, I've got this. So
I'm midair. I'm going.
If you're
Wait,
if
1
Krunk
second,
is-
Shogun.
Yes.
With my cool arrow, as I slap it on my bow, the arrow, like the head forms in, so it's like more of like a, like the dulled like LARP arrows
Yep.
that just have like the poof ball, and as
Yeah.
I shoot it, a rope comes off and goes towards him. I go, catch the arrow. Do it. Grab
You want
the
me to roll
rope.
dex for that?
That would be, yeah, that would be, let's go with acrobatics again. you will lose your advantage if you choose to try and yank the axe out of the dragon's skull. If you just let it go, you keep your advantage from raging.
Okay, I'm going to pull it from the skull, and I'm going to counteract that with my advantage I've got stored
Let's
up.
do that.
There
So
we go.
now
Well,
I have advantage
acrobatics.
still.
Can I also tell the ice methods to try to catch him?
Are they?
But you're open.
They take commands.
With advantage, I got
With-
11.
Yeah.
Yikes.
He manages to like grip on to the arrow just a little bit and tugs on it, and the rope is snapped like so violently that Pat loses his end of the rope.
No.
Can I dive for it?
Yes.
The rope?
Like,
Roll
Do you think you're going to be able to hold me up?
a strength
No.
saving throw.
Just let him fall.
strength saving throw?
Yes.
Fine.
If you are
What's up?
within,
14.
because you are near me, you get +3 to that.
17.
17.
Yeah.
You manage to hold him. You will lose him if something else is not done. You have him for like a second.
Chain
change it to
grab.
polar
I grab as well.
Okay.
I have
Yeah.
powerful build, so I
I
count
grabbed
as a
Denise.
large creature.
Pat just grabs me.
And
How about we all just dive?
yeah,
Yeah.
so
like
to describe this scene, Mulan.
Yeah. The rope slipped through my fingers.
I think that's all I need to say.
Yeah, no, that's perfect.
Yep.
I love it.
And then Patches comes up
Yep.
behind us as the big guy and just like
Uh,
hugs us all.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Sounds about
All
right.
right.
Crunk is just dragged up before he can hit the ground.
Yay.
Yay.
We did it!
And you hear the
That was like the second coolest thing I ever did, guys.
the continuous crashing of the dragon just rolling down the mountain.
Okay, now we have to go find it. So
No, now. Oh, well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
I was
want-
thinking about the treasure a dragon would have, but then I'm like, we don't need it.
Well, first we can. I doubt there's
well, I mean,
anyone
the other
really
two might need it.
else up on this mountain. So why don't we check the cave real fast, and then go find the dragon?
You hear
Sounds
a
right.
roar come from
Uh-oh.
the bottom of the mountain. Just a roar of despair, of a creature just giving its last insignificant contribution to the universe before it dies.
Oh, now you're making me sad, Chase.
Don't like that.
Not Chase.
Eat it,
So good.
boy. That's what you get when you let your heart win. Whoa.
I just like put my hand on his shoulder, like I think you got a banger there.
I should have.
Sometimes he just says things and they come out.
They slap. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
They slap.
Then you
Can you
hear,
come
Sometimes
back
they clap and
to our
sometimes
castle
they
and just-
clap.
you hear an
Pose
answer
music?
to that call,
Oh.
originating
Damn.
from the south. A
Which way was the
black
bottom of the mountain?
winged creature begins to fly towards you.
Run, 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 run.
Or a,
So wait,
a
so it's
dark
coming for
winged
at us from
creature
out-
headed towards where this dragon has ended up.
Okay.
Uh,
I clap my hands together and cast Aura of Vitality for the next what is it? Minute. Every as a bonus action, I can heal somebody 2d6 because I know most of us got hurt in that, and I don't think we're done
Okay,
yet.
wait, can
deal
I?
out 10d6
Wait, can I cast
of
Beacon of
healing
Hope,
because
then?
that whole minute will pass. So
Yes.
all 10 rounds, deal them out right now how you want to.
Hold on.
Okay, cool. All right, I'm
Wait.
going to.
1 second,
Go-
1 second, 1 second, 1 second.
I
Yep.
regenerate
If
on my
I-
own. Don't worry about.
Oh.
If I cast Beacon of Hope, will we just take like
12, yes. Everyone
The
will
whole
take.
thing?
Yeah.
12
yeah,
each.
Yeah,
Time?
it'll be 24 each.
Okay.
Nice.
So yeah,
So
I'll do
does
that.
that just heal you up all the way?
That
No.
gets me 3
pretty darn
below
close.
my max. So like,
that coupled with my regeneration, I'm full.
Cool.
I'm feeling pretty.
The figure.
Also-
Oop.
How long does this last? Oh, this is concentration. Okay, never mind.
The enormous figure, as it's getting kind of close, it heads up into the clouds. So you can't see where it is anymore, but you hear the flapping up above you. You hear the roar of a terribly dangerous creature. And then, with a sleek and quick dive, it lands in front of you. The Bone Keeper. Terrifying dragon. Of what color was it again? I forget.
Green.
Yes,
thought it was
green.
Does that mean poison?
Yes.
I mean,
Acid?
I draw my bow because I don't know
Yes.
this.
Yeah, and
I'm like,
He's
I've got
still-
happy little tree out.
And he's not
He's-
trying to look kind or anything.
no,
either.
yeah, it's
I just like,
I-
you know, my arrow's drawn and I just like point towards a wall and let it go, and then it appears back in my holster because I don't want the effort of putting it back in my holster. I mean, come on.
is more than loosening it.
It
Precisely.
brings its head down low to your height. The greatest prize for a collection. Thank you.
you're welcome.
I'm sorry.
What?
Oh,
My
sorry,
name's
guys.
Patches.
Oh yeah,
This
this is
is
the bone
Pat.
keeper.
This is the Bone Keeper. He's
our
the
buddy.
dragon that lives in our castle.
All right.
That okay.
He's our buddy. He's a
Okay,
nice
you
guy.
know, okay.
Yes.
In your castle, you say?
Oh
Yeah, we've dug him a nice hole where he can put all of his bones and decorate the way he wants.
Quite a
And
lot.
this is a good prize for you, friend?
I have no
Oh, do you want the bow?
bones of my kin yet.
Have at it.
Happy
Wait,
to
can we have some of the
oblige.
scales? You don't want the scales, right? Just the bones.
You can have the pelt.
That's a lot. Thanks.
Oh yes, beautiful.
So you'll just take that back to our castle then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your reward shall be the pelt for the knights. But of you two, what would you desire?
Really, just that the forested area around here be protected. We're guardians of nature. We just want to make sure that this land is safe and protected for all of the people and wildlife. Make sure that if you are indeed stewards of this land, please guard its wilds as well.
I would like the new Smash Mouth album.
He is quite a fan.
Beasts must eat what they must, but no more.
As long as they eat it.
His disposition made him disruptive to those around him.
Agreed.
Yeah, we could tell.
And with just kind of a quick little hop, he dives off that dangerous cliff that Krunk just barely managed to escape from and begins to fly down to the base of the mountain.
We are problem solvers, you see? We solve problems. Everybody's happy.
How deep does this cave go?
A bit, a ways. It.
I want to
How
look for
deep is
gold.
this cave?
Do you want to roll investigation, Pat?
Mm-hmm. That is a 24.
You begin to come up close to it. You go to the back of the cave, and there's nothing there, no treasure, nothing of value. Until you press yourself up against the back of the cave and fall through it flat on your face.
I've gone to the wall.
Good find, my friend. What did you find back there?
Well, I don't know yet. I'm currently face down on the floor.
Well, I suggest you rectify that in short order.
I stand up.
Inside, you see two notable things. One of them is that upon the walls are mounted trophies of creatures. You see the head of an amazing deer with just enormous horns, antlers, sorry, that just stretch to the ceiling. You see a great giant spider pinned to the wall, and all of these trophy carcasses strewn about the walls and the ceilings, pinned in there with metal spikes. And the other thing you notice is that the floor appears to be some kind of basin filled with gold.
Ooh. You should call your bone friend back here. There's some impressive specimens back here.
Oh, really? I'll go back and look at them with you.
Yep, you find some interesting things. It appears that it dried them out with its breath and would then pin them to the wall. You're like, oh, some of these things are pretty cool. That's some kind of like rhino creature, and that's really neat. And then you start finding more disturbing things. You see the top half of an elf and some more gruesome trophies.
I'm gonna go.
You see
I'm
that
gonna go up to that deer that you were describing, the big antler. I'm gonna be like, I like this one. I'm gonna name it Kim. Anyway, go on.
It appears to have targeted unique creatures or extremely rare creatures. You see that it's got an elephant's head mounted on the wall, and the tusks of the elephant are obsidian black, and you see strange creatures that are aberrations of their normal kind, like he was.
Should definitely call your bone friend. You could probably get a hefty sum from these.
Money isn't really an issue for us.
Yeah, you guys get it.
You guys can have it.
Do we look like the type of people who use much money?
I don't know.
I mean, I guess I like to start shoveling coin purse, but
Yeah, I'll scoop a little bit of cash, some of the gold on the floor into a pouch. Occasionally, we do trade with cities. It's
You
know.
Sometimes you
Whatnot, a little bit of gold is helpful, yes.
I mean,
I would
sometimes
like
you need
to-
the latest Smash Mouth album.
That's true. You can get that Smash Mouth album with this.
Fistful of gold.
I would like to take some of this gold and then save it for my other campaign, where money does matter.
Oh shit! Does that work?
I take it all as a
I'm gonna
feat.
put this
Yeah,
into the
all of
community
this.
chest, and then in a couple of days, Dakota's gonna take it out.
Yeah, if you put it in the stash, then your other characters can access it.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Put it in an ender
That
chest.
if I just have millions of gold come next recording session.
Don't worry about it.
Actually, no. I'm going to take some of the gold, put that into the stash. I'm also going to take some of the trophies, and my dragonborn that owns a bar can have that, and we'll just
Yeah,
hang
there
it
you
up there.
I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna invest it into stock, and then when the Earth eventually like declines and we move on to like eclipse phase era, my character there can just like go in and like
Stop.
sell
There you
the
go.
stocks and make a
Yeah.
pretty penny.
Mm-hmm. Once they live in the capitalist hellscape.
Yeah.
Yes.
When, as you're
As you do.
looking about this cave, you hear footsteps entering at the mouth of the cave. But can't see them because the illusion is it goes both.
Goes both
Directions.
ways. Okay, I'm like shh, 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 shh. Guys, do you hear that?
Roll me stealth.
All of us.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Natural 23.
This is gonna be funny.
All right, so Win has a 13. Pat, what do you have?
23.
23. Patches, what do you have?
That's going to be a was going into Pat's voice there for a second there. That's going to be a 20.
20.
Synthetic.
Denise has a 17, and Krunk has a nat 1.
I go, what? What are you talking about?
As Win's like, stop! He's holding one of the trophies in his hand. He's like, oh, and drops it, and it just goes, bum, bum,
Why is everybody shushing me?
I draw an arrow and prepare to fire, just in case.
I'm going to Cloak of Shadows, which is my channel divinity, and I become invisible. And I'm going to stick my head out of the.
You see about 40 skeletons. 30 of them are dressed in like really good like knight armor of some kind, and then the other 10 are like squires, maybe like scouts and such. And you see the Lich in the back of the group, looking around. You see one of the scouts is headed straight towards you. Lich calls out, "Ah, you idiot! That's a wall. You can't walk." Oh, and then the skeleton falls through the illusion. Ah, someone
We
go
did it
get
too,
him.
it's okay.
Does he hit me?
What was your stealth roll? 13? No, you managed to like
13.
avoid him, and he just
Well,
falls.
you're invisible too.
Yeah,
so.
no, he doesn't know you're there.
Yeah.
He like falls over beside you. Someone go get Nathan. Go someone get him.
Oh, Nathan.
Oh, Nathan.
Silly Nathan.
Hey.
He would totally fall through a wall too.
What a goon. Just, man.
And you see the entire procession begin to move towards you, Win.
Okay, I'm going to cast Stone and cover the whole.
You cut out. What were you saying?
I said I'm going to cast Stone Shape and cover the whole. Is it like more than 5 by 5?
It's
Really? I mean, it's like.
about like 30 by 10 high. Well, no, it's probably bigger because the dragon had to get through there.
Oh gosh.
In the right spot. Then someone.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like.
Never mind.
If you do it just right, it opens up.
Gosh.
I'm trying to think of the correct role for this because I think what you're trying to do, you can do. You just, like they're saying, you need to work with what you have. Some intelligence-based something, I think.
No, not intelligence. Anything but intelligence.
Anything but
There's no
intelligence.
tactics roll, unfortunately.
Would that be? Can I argue dexterity?
Can I Give you wisdom.
Insight?
How about God dang it! I wish it wasn't such a small
What is the space that it can do?
thing. It says it can't be more than. Let's see. Just an object of medium or a section of stone.
Oh, I can read. I'll read it. I see it. You touch a stone object of medium size or smaller, or a section of stone no more than 5 feet in any dimension, and form it into any shape that suits your purpose. So yeah, you can draw it up, but not completely. You know what? Roll insight, and then
Insight?
yes, and then who wants to roll me a d20 for luck?
For
Don't
luck?
look at me. I am not good with them tonight.
Just a flat d20 for just random luck.
I'm on it.
Uh,
That's a 3.
okay, so Win does a good job, but a 3 isn't enough. And as you're jumping around trying to bring them up, one of the skeletons walks through a space that you hadn't gotten to yet, just because, there's not enough time. It steps over, then another one hits one of the areas that you did bring up and trips over that and falls in. And they begin to just kind of pile in.
As skeletons
very
do.
very unorganized. Most of them are like scrambling on the floor by the time they're all in, but they do all go in, and the Lich steps in last.
How much?
Who do you think you are? What do you want from us?
That's the Lich from earlier, dude.
Hello.
He found
Oh,
the
hey,
rest
dude.
of that guy.
Yeah, he led us to the dragon.
Hi.
Well, no, yes, but why is she here? Is the question.
Oh, well, I heard a lot of commotion. Seemed like the dragon might have met its end.
indeed.
Maybe.
Indeed it has.
Oh yeah, it might have.
All right, well done. Thank you. I just wanted
Happy
to
to oblige.
see if you were all right and
Yeah.
apply my specialty in case any of you needed any help.
Oh,
Ah.
Oh, that's very
we're
nice.
all still alive.
Would you like a dead animal head?
There's a lot of gold in there too.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
I'd like to say I'm above such trophy hunting.
Oh.
Fair.
What about the gold?
About the gold.
You'd like
one.
to, but are you?
You'd like to say it, but that doesn't mean you're saying it.
It feels a bit accusatory.
Damn.
No, just
Well, could you-
inquisitive.
I mean, you did bring an entire militia to check on us.
No, I always go.
I like to
everywhere
think
with
of it
them.
as backup.
Look, it's a deal. Benjamin said he wanted to go with me, and obviously Sam doesn't go anywhere without Benjamin. So, one thing leads to another, and I've
Well, why
got
would
20
he?
of them with me.
There's none of them are named Greg, right?
No, he died.
Good.
Yeah, he did.
Except for Greg.
Fuck that guy.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, Greg.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that if you're ever in dire needs, I can apply my specialty. Although, I do a lot of necromantic things, I am well versed in the more, well, I don't say it this way, but publicly it would be used as the more wholesome style of resurrection.
I like wholesome
That's
resurrection.
nice to know. Wholesome resurrections are the best.
It is my specialty, so if you are in dire need, I will return the favor for the service you've done to me. But,
Good to know.
some
Glad to be of
very
service.
much,
some
my
wounds
friend.
can't be undone, but I will do my best.
Excellent.
Okay, sweet. Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Alright.
Basically,
I think it's time to go.
Get up, come along. All right. Well, I'm going back to my castle, I guess.
Hey, you don't happen to have like a plaza anywhere by here, do you?
No, I don't trust him.
Okay.
I'm assuming he's talking about.
We know he's
Yes.
talking about this.
We know,
Okay.
Steve.
We know Steve. We're friends with Steve.
Vaguely. I mean,
understand.
we're business
Right.
associates of
We've,
Steve.
we've interacted with him like 3 times ever, so it's okay.
All right. Well, all of you, thank you very much, and I will take my leave.
You have a fantastic night and a safe trip home.
Hmm.
Don't bring any dead dragons back to life.
Well, I
Please.
think the Bone Keeper kind of
You know,
that
he
dragon's gone.
probably took care of
I
it.
don't
Yeah,
issue.
but still, it's good advice.
Yes.
Generally.
Yeah.
All right. I think that's the session. You all did very, very good.
Ha-ha!
You destroyed
Hey.
that dragon. You're what? Remind me. You're level 9, right?
Uh-huh.
Yes.
You essentially beat a challenge rating 17 creature.
In like 2 rounds.
You
Yeah.
did not
One round.
finish the first actual round.
That's true.
We did
And-
some
Yeah,
You
like
did
I didn't even get to go.
It's
Like, I don't think I
That was
figured out
37
ridiculous.
stealth over there.
50
We had a
something.
very productive stealth round there.
Yeah, that's right.
No kidding.
Nuts.
That was
so,
amazing.
Yeah. Thank you. What did you all think? Did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's
This
good.
is
It's always fun
Yeah, that
picking
was
super
good.
fun, very different character from what I usually play. So it was cool. It was cool to be the peaceable guy with a tool that can do, two-handed tree.
Yeah.
Denise is very impressed with your tree, by the way.
The
Good tree.
Like the
Calm
tree
down,
fish.
Denise. Calm down.
the stuff that weapon could do is very, very fun and didn't get to get shown off.
Aw.
Well, clearly I'm gonna have to come back and reprise my
Clearly.
role
Yeah,
again.
right.
Yes.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We'd love
Run
to
into
have
you in the
on.
forest once more.
Mm-hmm.
You're both absolutely welcome back. Let me know and we will definitely make space for it.
Set something up.
Fantastic. That'd be great.
Awesome.
We totally
So-
tubular.
Dumb shit that arrow
I
can do.
think that yep.
Denise clearly needs learning about consent, so,
Yeah.
Yeah, she needs to get learned.
Learned.
Alrighty. Well, we're gonna sign off, I
Like
guess.
a while.
All right.
Alrighty.
Let's do it in the same order we did before. Win. Who are you in the real world, and where can people find stuff that you do?
All right, so IRL. So I'm
You cut out for most of that. Try again.
okay. Once again, from the top with feeling. So I'm One-sama or Mimic Sama-chan, and you can find me here most Tuesday night, either doing this or the Eclipse Space game. And then I'm here every Wednesday night for the late game. Welcome to Codiset. And most of my stuff you're gonna see me on the. If you're not a part of that already, get in on it.
Awesome. And
I need to practice this more.
And Zach, who are you? Where can people
Hi.
find stuff that you do?
All right, so I'm Zach Robb. Hello. I am a part. Hi, Kim. You're the
Oh, hey.
Kim. You're the best. I am a part of 2 podcasts. One of which Chase will tell you about in just a couple moments. But the one I actually just finished up the edit of earlier today is Zach and Griffin's Multiversal Pet Shop, where me and my good buddy Griffin Cold Iron run a fictional store in the middle of the multiverse. For all people to come and find any sort of pet or animal companion that they wish. So we talk about the pros and cons of owning certain creatures as your little buddy, and it's a hoot. And check us out. You can find us, on Twitter at PetShopCast, petshopcast.com, or anywhere you find podcasts, really.
Also, what is your actual Twitter handle? Since I got it wrong.
Oh, at that guy Zach Rob, ZACK, not ZACH.
Okay.
At that Zach, not Zach. Rob.
Zach.
Zach.
Exactly.
Chase.
My name is Chase Greenlee. I am the host and GM of Another Path. It is a theatrical tabletop role-playing adventure where we use D&D 5e to tell a story in a homebrew world of my own creation.
It's very cool.
You can find myself on there as well as Mr. Zach Robb and his co-host from Zach and Griffin's Multiversal Pet Shop, Griffin Cold Iron, as well as our good friend Ryan Albrecht. As the four of us go through this crazy topsy-turvy adventure of magical patrons and desert lands and telepathic bears. You can also find me on my Shakespeare podcast called Shakespeare. That's Shakes, the word beer, where my wife and my friends and I sit around a table and talk about Shakespeare. I don't do much talking on that one, but if you want to hear some well-educated and well-thought people talk about some of the most famous and not so famous plays of all time, because fun fact, Shakespeare had stage as well. We haven't gotten to Timon of Athens yet, but we did do a really in-depth deep dive into Savers Lost, which, by the way, not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So that's pretty cool. So learn about some Shakespeare that you haven't heard of there.
I'm going to comment on that. Well-educated people, but also they do their best to hide that fact.
Oh yeah, no, we are drinking at the time, except for my wife usually, who is barely drinking, if at all. But well thought, certainly.
Yes. But they try to obscure that while they're doing it, and I love it.
Because so it is the most honest Shakespeare discussion you can have, because not to go too far down a tangent, Shakespeare was always meant to be the plays of the people. He wrote for the common folk. It should always be for the common folk.
Mm-hmm.
The themes that he talks about in there are just absolutely resonant. If you don't like Shakespeare, it's probably because you learned about it in high school, and high school teachers are not always the best at teaching that kind of subject matter.
Mm.
There's a lot of dick jokes.
There is. There's
a lot of dick jokes.
There's a lot of dick jokes in Shakespeare, period.
Yeah, no, it's all over the place. Also, the first your mom joke, as far as I know, is in Shakespeare.
Right? Yeah,
it's a thing. We haven't gotten to that play yet, but we're gonna at some point. I was in that show. It was fun.
All right, Vince, what about you?
Oh my god.
Hi, I'm Mets Girl. You can find me over on the Twitters and in the Discords, and I won't get into Tumblr. I am here the second, fourth, and fifth Tuesdays of every month. And then I also do a podcast called Beholder's Eye, in which I get to play a wood elf monk in the Great Isle, and we have some really fun characters over there. And then I have Service Desk podcast, which I try to explain tech stuff to the less tech savvy. Chase was actually on talking about Snapchat. That was a very good episode.
And the most recent episode, which I still need to listen to, has our very good friend and the crafter of Kim's Dice Tray, one Zan, on there. And they are a fantastic person, and you should listen to the things that they have to say about theater tech.
Mm-hmm. It was a very fun conversation.
And Than.
Hey, I am Than Rand everywhere on the internet. You can find me every second, fourth, and fifth Tuesday right here with the Mimic Nights, and every Friday on this very same channel with the Dragon Dark Days Waterdeep Dragon Heist campaign.
Oh yeah.
And also on my own channel every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, unless I'm playing D&D Tuesday, on my own channel, twitch.tv/ThanRand. Mostly playing Elder Scrolls Online. Probably going to play a lot of Anthem here pretty soon.
I just started Elder Scrolls Online.
Did you? Are you on PC?
I am on PC.
You need to add me.
Oh, sounds good.
It's Stan Rand everywhere. Stan Rand, I'm everywhere. So yeah.
I'm on it. I'll get you on Steam.
Mm.
Yeah. I like it.
Is that everything from you?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. You can do more if you want.
I don't think I have any more.
All right.
I'm tapped out.
I am Shogun. I'm Shogun117 on Twitter, and I run the Mimic Nights, which is this game, which is every second, fourth, and the rare fifth Tuesday, which there is the fifth Tuesday this month, so we get to play next week. And I run the Shadowrun New Atlantis game, which is every other Thursday, and I play in the Pokemon game, Team Crossbones, all the other Thursdays. I'm also in the Saturday Vampire the Masquerade game every week, and I run a D&D 5th edition game on Alaskan Blue Jays Twitch channel every Sunday.
Busy boy.
And also, I might be recording a podcast this Friday. Is that true? Is it? Am I? Zach?
Oh, me?
Yes.
I don't know.
You were the person that I asked about doing it this Friday.
Oh, yes.
Yes? Awesome.
This is the first I've heard
I'm
about
also
it.
recording a
Right.
podcast this
Totally
Friday.
Excellent.
So,
Totally spaced.
Oh, I need to do a podcast. That's what everybody's doing these days.
It's the thing to do.
thing
It
to
is,
do.
yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Podcast.
So-
Mine is about supervillains going to basically consultant/therapy.
And I'll be a supervillain.
Yay!
All right.
Yay.
Thank you, everybody, for watching. I need to go find real fast someone to raid, but that shouldn't take too long.